Well, hey everybody, it's Chris here. Just gonna give a special monthly update. Unfortunately, Tabitha, she's at work today at the school there with Ephraim and unable to join on this video, but she sends her love and her greetings. But I wanted to get this out before too long and just to encourage you guys as we've been encouraged in everything that God has done in the last little while here. And what makes this exciting is that in this past Sunday, we baptized 6 people, and very important people in our lives, very special people in our lives that God has brought since we moved up to northern Thailand 5 years ago. And we're about to head into our 3rd anniversary of our church here, Victory in Mae Sai, bringing victory to the lives of people here in this community. And we've been very encouraged by this, because sometimes in your life when you're serving God and you're just being faithful and trying to do your best, you don't always see the fruit, and sometimes growth is slow, and it can be discouraging because you think you're just spinning your wheels, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get some traction and you begin to take off. And we've been seeing that in the last little while here, especially as things begin to open up again in Thailand, and people are starting to get their confidence back. And actually our church has grown out of the quarantine. So that's been encouraging for us. This weekend we celebrated 6 baptisms, and I just want to highlight a few of those. The first one we did was a young girl named Shauna. She's a Thai girl. She belongs to an Aka tribe, and she grew up in church her whole life. And to her idea, church was boring, long, and it put you to sleep. It wasn't until she connected with our church here, and she really began to flourish in her gifting and to really begin to develop a relationship with the Lord. And then she had it on her heart to be baptized, now that she really felt that it was really God doing something in her life in a real way, in a real relationship. So we baptized her. And a young man from Russia, he came here 5 years ago. We met him to teach in the school. And coming from Russia, they're either very orthodox in their Christianity or totally without God, very communistic in their thinking. And Gregory, the young man, he's become a great friend over the years. And the first time we met him, we preached the gospel. And instead of being driven away, he was actually drawn to us, and we just developed such great friendship. And actually he's living with us now, as he just got a job at a school here. So that we're excited about that, about the discipleship process and just the relationship there. So exciting for that. And then the next guy we got is very close, become a great friend of mine, is Henry. He's from England, and he actually accompanied me on a mission trip a couple of years ago to India, and he's been helping out in many ways. And then just finally he decided that he wanted to really solidify his relationship with the Lord, and decided to get baptized. And it wasn't until he met our group here that he began to connect the dots and see that a relationship with Jesus isn't just about going to church. It's about community. It's about putting other people first and serving. And I think that really spoke to him, because that's really in his character already, is really to serve people and to love people, but to do it for Jesus is really made sense to him. And then the last guy, very exciting, is a young Thai guy named Young. He's a local business owner. He has a coffee shop here, very influential among his friends, and totally unchurched, totally doesn't know anything Adam from Eve. He doesn't know any of that. And his mom actually sells idols in the market. And he said one night he had a dream, this is about a month ago, that a man was holding a lamb, and he didn't know what it meant, but in the dream it felt so peaceful. So he had one friend who was a Christian who sometimes comes to church here at our house, and she told him to go see the foreigners and they'll know what to do. And he came, and we did our best to, by the way he described it, was saying, I think the man holding the lamb is Jesus, and you are the lamb, and God wants to save you. And with that, he gave his heart to Jesus. And out of that, this is about a month ago, he's got so many very sincere, genuine questions, very hungry for God. He's preaching the gospel to his friends. Everything's a miracle for him, and he's hearing God and seeing God and everything. So we're excited about that. He came and he got baptized, and very exciting for our church. So I just wanted to give you guys an update with that because it shows the power of partnership. It shows the power of what happens when we send the gospel into areas. A bit of a unique church because we do it out of our home, but we are growing weekly, and even out of the quarantine, we've grown. And I think that strikes a chord with people because community is such a huge thing. Relationships, real deep, meaningful relationships, have really spoken to the heart of these people as we just gather. And you know, not only do we go to church, but we're also friends and we're involved in each other's lives. And the reason I feel is because people like you guys are partners, and some of you have been our partners for years. You have sown and given and enabled us to come up here and to plant a church where these people would never have otherwise heard the gospel. You think about that, these guys. God has to come from Moscow, Russia, to hear the gospel in northern Thailand, or London, England, and hear the gospel in northern Thailand. And you know, it's exciting that way, and it just reinforces the idea that we are making a difference. So I just want to encourage you guys with that as we are coming out of this weekend, very encouraged, and just the opportunity to continue to partner with us and to understand the power of partnership. So if you'd like to partner, you can contact Tab will link the information here. It does make a difference, and it does help a lot. And we're believing God for greater things out of this year as people are getting their confidence back to come to church and to just be involved. I just wanted to bless you guys, and you can always contact us with your prayer requests and anything you guys need. This baptism is going to be a big step for us, and just to encourage you guys to know that your gifts and your love and your support has helped us to do